Hello and welcome back to KXAN Plus. Thanks so much for joining us. Today we have another KXAN Plus original show. This one happens every Thursday and it's our Freddy's Weekend Watch show where we take a look at weekend weather as well as some fun local to Austin or Central Texas events happening over the weekend. This weekend is jam-packed with events. And with me to talk about this is our KXAN meteorologist, Freddy Vella. And it's Freddy's birthday.
Whoa.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it is my birthday. I am turning 21 for the 20th time.
Of course.
And I'm really happy with it. I'm proud of my age. I think there was a point where obviously when you're younger, you're under 22, I say. You're like, yeah, I'm turning 18, 19, 20, whatever.
Excited about the birthdays.
You get to like your mid to late 20s and you're like, it's my birthday. I don't really want to talk about like how old I'm getting. But now that I've passed that 40-year-old threshold, I'm proud of my age. Number one, I don't look my age, which I'm really happy with. And number two, I'm still young, sprightly. I don't have kids, so I haven't aged as much as other people.
You do have some kid puppies, right?
I have puppies. They're the cause of my white hair. There it is. They're the cause of this white hair. I call this the Mr. Fantastic white hair from the Fantastic Four. I got that Professor White coming in, but yeah, it's my birthday. I'm really happy. It always falls on ACL weeks.
That's awesome.
So I always say that ACL is a big party for my birthday.
It is. It definitely is, especially this weekend. It's going to be jam-packed. Everyone's joining to come see Freddy on his birthday at ACL.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm actually going to be there this weekend. Last weekend, I was at Anime Fiesta in McAllen, Texas, a huge event that we have down there. And this weekend, I will be at Weekend 2, Sunday only, because I have to work. Rich is going to be out this week. Oh, no, I take it back. Tommy is out this weekend.
Yes.
Rich will be working evenings. So I'm going to be working in the mornings for Rich Siegel.
Yay.
So yeah, you can tune in and catch me.
So who's going to be the performer that is going to perform for you on your birthday? That's your favorite.
The Killers.
The Killers?
The Killers are performing.
I heard last weekend. It was really cool.
It was really cool. They said, you know what, we're going to go back for weekend 2 to celebrate Freddy's birthday. And there you go. So will they sing happy birthday to me? I don't know, but I'm going to hold up a big sign that says it's my birthday.
Yeah, you definitely should. Well,
so yeah.
We wish you the happiest of birthdays.
Thank you very much.
We are excited for this Weekend Watch show because we know it's your birthday, so you made it epic, right?
I made it epic. I have a lot going on. So first off, let's talk about what the weather is going to be like for ACL Weekend 2. As you can tell, nothing but sunshine. Now, Esmeralda, I will say that this actually is not as hot as last year at this exact time. Last year, Sunday, Weekend 2 was Chapel Roan.
Mm-hmm.
I sat out there for 4 hours waiting to see her in 101-degree weather.
Gosh, that sounds miserable.
It was absolutely miserable. I have these little fans that I take around. They're like little electric portable fans.
Mm-hmm.
And we took blankets and we set them down. And then we took towels and we put the towels over our heads with the little fan to cool us off. So that way we could cool down within the heat. So
well, I'm happy to hear that's not the case this year. For
is
anyone camping out to get that front row view, you'll be fine.
You'll be absolutely fine. So 93 to kick off ACL Weekend 2 on Friday, 92 on Saturday, 93 on Sunday. But really, any of them could be interchangeable, 92 to 93 degrees. One thing they can all agree on is that there's sunshine and there's no rain. So
perfect.
If you were hoping for a bit of cloud coverage to help you from the sun, that ain't gonna happen. But you know what? It's not freezing and it's not triple digits. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. So anyway, that's what you can expect for ACL. You know what? Let's just talk about ACL, shall we?
Yeah. First event, ACL happening tomorrow. First day of Weekend 2, right?
First day of Weekend 2. So this is what people can expect. Friday, October 10th through Sunday, October 12th. Don't forget that it's going to be at Zilker Park and that the roads are going to be closed out there.
Yes.
So just a reminder, you're going to have to find ways to get there. Here's a look at some of the people that are going to be performing on Friday. Hosier, Luke Combs, and Skrilla are going to be performing on Friday. On Saturday, it's DJ O, which is Joe Carey. He is an actor.
Isn't it D. Joe?
Dijo, is that how you say it?
I think that's how he says says it.
So
he was also arrested for Sabrina Carpenter's set last weekend.
He was. That's right. Marina, who and I was talking to our anchor Will Dupree about this. Marina, I've been listening to a lot of her music lately. She is phenomenal. And I talked to Will about her, and he says that her performances were top notch.
Wow.
So if you get a chance, check out Marina. And then, of course, Sabrina Carpenter on Saturday.
Of course.
We go to Sunday. We have Passion Pit, T-Pain, and The Killers.
Yes.
Which I'm excited about. Also, Sunday is a band called Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Which Avery Travis, that's one of her favorite bands. She was able to check them out. She said they were phenomenal on last Sunday. So yeah, you got to check it out. This weekend is going to be really good. There's something for everyone.
Yes, there's a stage, there's a performer for everyone. There's even a kids area for kids performances.
Oh yeah, and while I'm not drinking adult beverages right now, there's plenty of adult beverages for you as well.
Plenty to go around. Yeah,
for anyone that wants to go.
Water, of course.
And plenty of water. So yeah, so we are looking at mostly sunny skies for the weekend. So let's play this out through our satellite and radar so you can see exactly what's going to play out. I started it for today so you can see the rest of the day. You get some cloud coverage out there. It's exactly what we're seeing now, which is some sunshine, some cloud coverage. But something changes as we get into Friday. The thing is that we're looking at less humidity out there. Dew points are expected to drop. The moisture content is expected to drop. And because of that, we're going to lose the cloud coverage. It's going to feel nice and fresh early in the morning. If you're in the hill country on Saturday morning, we're looking at the mid to upper 50s.
Wow, that sounds like it's going to feel great.
It's going to feel absolutely fantastic, but the afternoons are still going to get hot. Remember, drier air is quicker to warm up and quicker to cool down, which is what we're going to be seeing here. So Saturday, down into the upper 50s, low 60s in the morning, but then by the afternoon, we're back up into the low 90s. So that's what kind of gives you that idea. We have that high pressure system that's going to be sitting on top of us, and that's what's going to drive most of that in, the drier air that's going to filter through. So even as we get to Sunday at around 5:30 in the morning, you're still looking at drier conditions and clearer conditions. So once we get to the afternoon and you meet me out there for day 2 or day 3 of the weekend 2 of ACL, it'll be sunny. It'll be a little warm out there. So keep that in mind.
So no rain in sight for ACL weekend 2, right?
None at all. I've heard of some muddy ACL weekends.
Oh, yes.
Thankfully, that's not going to be the case. This is my 4th ACL. Yeah, and I've lucked out.
Great weather every single time?
Well, triple digits last year. I don't know if I'd call that great weather.
That's not great weather.
But this weekend I would say is great weather. I'm trying to think of what it was like when I saw Muse in 2016, I think it was. I think it was hot then too. I remember being hot and sweaty. So it's what I'm trying to get at is I've never been to ACL while it's rained.
Yeah.
Which I'm grateful for. But I know it's happened. I know it's been super, super cold for ACL before too. So, I mean, you know what? This is a good time to get out with friends.
Yeah, this is a good in-between temperatures.
Might as well get to enjoy it.
Yes.
So. But that's not the only thing that's happening this weekend. There's a few other things that are going down. I do want to talk about this one really quickly. Why? Because it's my birthday, and I'm going to have an exclusive interview coming up at the end of this, so I really want you guys to stick around for it. This is ButtTootKing, and you're probably wondering,
what is that?
What do you mean by this? Well, it's the names of 3 drag queens that are going to come in. It's Lydia B. Collins. I don't want to say her whole name, but if Butt is in the title, you'll know what that is. Abbreviated. Susie Toot and Corey King. They're all from RuPaul's Drag Race.
3 amazing queens, by the way.
3 amazing queens, that's right. It's taking place tomorrow, Friday, October 10th, at Empire Garage at 606 East 7th Street in Austin. All 3 queens, obviously, are phenomenal. Susie Toot is the queen of She Done Already Done Had Herses. And all 3 of them are going to be here. The show starts at 8 o'clock with the VIP meet and greet before that as well. Tickets are on sale, and they're only like $44, I think.
They are. I definitely looked at that yesterday. I looked at the tickets to see what the pricing were, and I think I am going.
You're gonna go?
Yes, I really want to.
So I'm actually gonna go. Yeah, I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of these 3 queens. So as soon as I heard this was happening, I knew I had to be there. I knew I had to go. And then I was able to speak exclusively to Susie Toot. And we're going to have that interview coming up in just a bit.
Yeah, so stick with us because we've got so much more events happening. But that interview is coming up once we wrap up those events.
For sure. So let's talk about the next one. This one's kind of cool. This one is the importance of being earnest. This also taps into my theater side as well. So this is one of Oscar Wilde's best shows. It's a comedy. This actually is already open, and it runs through October 19th at the Austin Playhouse, which is located at 405 West 22nd Street. And then they're going to have two really cool nights. The first one is October 10th, which is Friday. They're going to have a post-show talk back with the cast. So you're going to be able to stick around and talk to the cast about their journey creating the show and being part of the show and being part of this Oscar Wilde classic. And then on October 12th, which is Sunday, they're going to have an afternoon tea pre-show.
Aww.
And they're encouraging everyone to wear their best like Victorian classic Bridgerton vibe kind of outfits and be part of this. And it's a pre-show tea that you can have with the cast.
How sweet. Freddy, I do want to mention that your mommy says happy birthday.
Thanks, Mom. I know my mom's watching. She's down in the Rio Grande Valley. She's watching from Harlingen, and I'm up in Austin. I just got to see her this past weekend, too. So, yeah, I love my mom. Mom, I love you. Thank you for watching.
Well, this show or this event sounds like so much fun. A great opportunity to grab your friends, play a little dress up, and then go to that pre-show event, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine why, if you're a fan of theater, if you're a fan of Oscar Wilde, this is definitely one that you're going to want to head out and check out, especially to kind of get out of the outdoors, especially if you're not a fan of like ACL type of things.
You want some AC?
You want some AC because it is going to be hot outside. I did mention a high pressure system that's going to be taking hold. And this is what it looks like, that national map just kind of showing that high pressure just sticking around, really driving in a lot of heat. We're not the only ones that are dealing with the hot conditions, because if you notice where that high pressure is and where you see that kind of darker orange and then the mid orange there, all of that area is going to be the driest area in the United States. Everything else that you see in yellows and greens and even the light orange, they're all going to get rainfall. We're going to be, over the next 7 days, one of the driest spots in the U.S. So, I mean, take that for what you will, unfortunately.
Something that we don't really need right now.
I know, we really need the rainfall, and unfortunately. So, I mean, this is what it looks like in a wider scale as I play this out. You can see the rainfall in New Mexico, in Arizona. And then you see no rainfall throughout Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, all remaining dry. We're literally all being influenced by that high pressure system, unfortunately, and that'll continue to drive in some of that heat.
Wow.
So
El Paso, I'm jealous of you right now.
I know.
Getting all that rain, all those thunderstorms.
They're going to get some rainfall. So I have two more events that I want to talk about before we get to the interview. The first one is kind of cool too. This one is Austin Oktoberfest.
Finally, Oktoberfest.
Yeah, and this is something really, really cool. I'm trying to think. I think I was supposed to spell October with a K there.
Yeah, I have it here on our banner.
It should say October with a K. But essentially, this one's really cool. This is going to be at the German Texan Heritage Society on Saturday, October 11th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And of course, Oktoberfest is all about beer.
Yes, and you also have to dress the part, right?
You also have to dress the part too. So this is a family-friendly event. They're inviting all the family to come out to enjoy Oktoberfest. This is going to be at 507 East 10th Street in Austin. And they're going to have beer. They're going to have music by the Yodel Blitz, by Wahlberg Boys, and Off the Grid. They're going to have games for kids to go and enjoy. So, again, if you're looking for something cool to do, if you're a fan of beer, if you're a fan of German stuff, this is the thing to go to.
Yeah, this sounds like a lot of fun. It's right here in Austin, so you don't have to travel all the way to New Braunfels if you were going to the other Oktoberfest that's down there. This one's right here in Central Austin.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hopefully you guys can head out and be part of this awesome event. And then I have one more event I want to talk about. And then this one is the Texas Pumpkin Fest. Because we've talked about this, all the festivals that are going on.
Yeah, so many pumpkin patches, so many fall festivals, and this is just another one to add add to the list, right?
Yeah, so this one's going to be in Leander. This one runs through November 1st. You have all month to enjoy this. And it's on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it runs from 10 a.m. through 9 p.m. They're going to have live music. They're going to have photo ops, rides, and a train. And the train has been redone this year. So they're
Ooh.
encouraging everyone to get out. And all the kids that go get a free mini pumpkin.
Aw, and take it home and carve it or paint it, do whatever you want with it. That's so cute.
It really is cute. Now, all these events, unfortunately, you cannot bring your pets, but of course, you can take your whole family.
Yeah, always family friendly. And one weekend without the pets, time to relax, enjoy some family time.
It'll be fine. You'll
It'll
be
be
all
fine.
right, everyone. But as I mentioned before, this entire weekend is looking fantastic. And we encourage everyone to get out of the house, enjoy no matter what you decide to do.
Yes, Freddie, we do have your article before we jump over to that interview. I do want to share that. It's on our website, KXAN.com. Freddie, what can our viewers find on here?
Yeah, so you're going to be able to find the weekend forecast on there. And as you can tell, they're still expecting 92 to 93 degrees for ACL weekend. And then each one of the events, I put links on there. Including our exclusive interview with Susie Toot, which we're going to show right now. But there's an article there. You have all the details of each one of these places or events that are going to go on, and then links to tickets, so that way you can purchase the tickets and you can go and enjoy any of these great events.
Perfect. Well, I do want to mention again before we go to that interview that we do have our KXAN Plus streaming app full of original content just like Freddy's Weekend Watch that you can download for free on your app store wherever you get your streams. Freddy, we're going to watch this interview and we will see you next week.
All right, thanks. From RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17 and now to stages across the United States, fan favorites Corey King, Susie Toot, and Lydia B. Collins are joining forces and bringing their skills here to Austin, Texas. And here to talk to us about their show is the queen of She Done Already Done Had Hers Is. It's Susie Toot. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Susie, it's been a wild few months for you since the show ended. How are you feeling? How has your life changed since being on the show?
Oh my God, in every way imaginable. I feel so lucky and so privileged to just be able to do the art that I was doing before and what I wanted to be doing before at a much bigger scale. Um, and with fans and people who get it and are smart and funny, and it's just been the wildest ride ever.
So, do you feel like your drag aesthetic has changed since being on the show?
Definitely. I mean, I think the vision for Susie Toot has always been there from the very very beginning. But Drag Race and being exposed on an international platform really helped me to flesh out and look at different sides of Susie and sides of myself and my art. And now Susie is so much more than I ever thought that she could be.
So, I have to talk about this. Your tap dancing on the show was iconic, especially during the lip syncs. So, how does it feel looking back on that and being known for bringing tap to the main stage?
It makes me so happy. I remember back home in Fort Lauderdale, that was how people knew me. Like would always do at least one number in my shows where I was tap dancing, and I'd be backstage like rehearsing or like warming up my feet in the dressing room, and so it was such a huge part of my reputation and my character up until that point. So the fact that that's like one of my biggest moments on the show was so, everyone from back home was like, of course it was. That's the only way it could be.
So, you've discussed at length, about your love of theater, and in fact, you actually have a degree in musical theater. So, I'm going to throw a little bit of spitball here.
Whoa,
Number
whoa.
one, what's your favorite musical to watch?
Okay. Um, Little Shop of Horrors, down, boots, easy. Little Shop is, I think, a perfect musical, and the movie is so good, it's so brilliant. And it's the thing that let me know that musical theater can be weird and freaky and like that it's for me.
And then number two, what's the favorite musical you've ever performed in?
Ooh, that is tough, but I'm going to say 42nd Street. I got to do it regionally right before Drag Race, like in the year before. And it was such an affirming and cool, and it's very, for those who don't know, it's very Susie Toot. It is all 1920s golden era fabulous costumes, and it's everything that I could possibly want in a show.
Now, just recently, you were actually able to attend the Emmys, and you look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
Can you spill a little bit of tea and share any encounters with any celebrities? Did anyone actually like come up to you and say hi that you were kind of surprised about?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So for me, the gaggiest one is we were all traveling like as a pack to enter the after party gala situation. And Angela Bassett is walking in the opposite direction, clocks all of us, and points to everybody and makes it very clear that she watched the season and is a fan of all of us. And when she clocked me, she went, "And you, oh my God." And then came and took a picture, and I was so beyond gagged by that. That was the coolest thing in the world.
That is so out of everyone, Angela, like
I know, it's just great, and I'm such a huge American Horror Story fan. I think she is so brilliant. So like, I don't know, it was really cool.
that's awesome. Okay, so I do need to switch gears now. The whole reason you're here, let's talk about the show with your three sisters from the show, Corey King and Lydia B. Collins. How did the concept of ButtTootKing come about?
So, ButtTootKing to me is a complete thank you to the fans of the show and the fans of the three of us. The name ButtTootKing came from of the fan sphere of putting us together as a trio. They loved seeing all the interactions between the three of us. And then when Corey and I did that lip sync in the Lollapalooza, we were the top two of the Lollapalooza, and we didn't know who had won it yet. Um, in my mind, I was like, that completes the triangle. Because obviously, Corey and Lydia have this relationship. Susie and Lydia have a friendship that was shown on the show, but Corey and Susie didn't only have that off of the show. So when the Lollapalooza happened, it was like, the triangle's complete. We have to go on tour. We have to do this. And that's the birth of it.
And hopefully they're including you. You're not third wheeling it here.
I saw a tweet once that said Susie isn't the third wheel, she's the driver. And I was like, yeah, thanks.
So talk to us about the show. What can people look forward to if they decide to catch the show?
It's a thank you to the fans, and in a lot of ways it pays tribute to anybody who is a fan of us from the season. But it's also just a blend of our three very distinct different drag styles, in a way that I think is massively entertaining. I think the show itself, and we had already done a couple tryouts of it, once in New York, once in Arkansas. Those were rock concerts. The fans were, the energy was electrifying. And so we took everything we did in that show and just beefed it up to 1,000. So it's really something you do not want to miss. Really, truly.
So are we going to get a bit of singing from Susie Toot?
We may get a bit of live singing from Susie Toot. How very astute of you. Uh, I'm really pumped about my number. And we all sort of, this is all in the month of October, so we definitely took to Halloween theming. We have some great spooky, scary, fabulous numbers, a costume contest at every single show. So
wow,
very encouraged to dress up and act a fool.
So, okay, will this be your first time in Austin? That's the question.
I think it is. I was in Texas twice, but I don't believe I've ever been in Austin, which is such a crime. So
It-
I'm thrilled to rectify that.
and you got to get barbecue while you're here, by the way. Barbecue king of the world.
Okay. This is the information I need.
So, if people want more details on the show or to purchase tickets, where's the best place people can go to?
You can go to ButtTootKing.com. But I happen to know that for all of you in Austin, our show is on the 10th of October at Empire Garage. As showtime is at 8 p.m. Get your tickets as soon as you can because our cities are selling out like crazy. Very, very cool. But yes, for information on the whole tour, ButtTootKing.com.
So I know you're here to promote ButtTootKing, but that's not the only time that you're coming into Texas. Later on in the year, it was announced that you're actually going to be part of a drag queen Christmas.
Why, yes, but
Are you
yes.
preparing for that? Are you ready? What can we look forward to in that?
I mean, it's crazy because I will be gone for all of October, so I'm prepping both tours at the same time. So just like all these production numbers, all these costumes, um, but I'm so excited about it. It's gonna be very like, ButtTootKing is one side of Susie, and the Christmas tour is a very other side of Susie. So basically, you're gonna have to come to both, because let me tell you, Susie Toot's not gonna disappoint. All right.
Well, Susie, too, we love having you on. Hopefully, we'll see you on Broadway soon. I think that'd be
Hey, hey.
fantastic.
Well, here's to hoping, baby.
Well, Susie Toot, of course, Corey King and Lydia B. Collins at Empire Garage on Friday, October 10th. Susie Toot, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Thank you so much. This was lovely.